All right, everybody, we are now past Gamescom 2024, and I have a better idea of all the games that we're going to be playing for the next 6 months, essentially. This is going to be the rest of my 2024, so it's the fall, winter of 2024 and early 2025 here on YouTube and over on Twitch. Now, the way this is going to work is these are going to be the games that I'm going to be mainstreaming. In between these releases are going to be a lot of these little indie titles that I don't know enough about yet. There was like 12 pages of games that I got out of Gamescom. And there's probably other stuff that wasn't even at Gamescom that I'm going to want to play. So the list that I'm about to rattle off is going to be the next sort of major releases for the 6 months, and then in between we'll do whatever. There could be early access stuff that no one's talked about that'll come up on Steam or GOG or something or Epic, and we'll probably play that as well. But in the meantime, here's what's looking like is going to be the next 6 months here on my channel for those of you who want to continue to hang out as we grow and conquer all our goals and make good content that celebrates gaming, no rage bait. We're just here to have fun, play video games, everybody. Star Wars Outlaws kicks off Tuesday. Can't wait. Rolling right into Space Marine 2 after that. So I don't know how long Star Wars Outlaws is going to take, but we're going to go straight into Space Marine 2 after that. After that, we have Shattered Space DLC at the end of September. I don't know when exactly I'll roll into. I have a second playthrough that is, we've logged a couple hundred hours in it with Starfield, but I still haven't done outpost building, but now that the rover is in, what we'll probably do is immediately following Space Marine 2, I will roll into, excuse me, that second playthrough for Shattered Space and get prepped for the Shattered Space DLC, and we'll do some outpost building. In between all of that, throughout the month of September, I will be playing Lord of the Rings Online on Monday nights and World of Warcraft on Wednesdays and Saturday nights. On Sunday mornings, I am playing No Man's Sky. Now, those games right there, No Man's Sky, World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings Online, WoW is a steady one. The two that will depend on viewership are the LOTRO streams on Monday nights and the No Man's Sky streams on Sunday mornings. As of right now, I'm doing LOTRO at 6 p.m. on Monday nights Central Time, and No Man's Sky I'm doing at 5 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Those two streams will depend, like I said, I'm planning on doing those through September. If the viewership is high, we will continue beyond September. If viewership is not high, those will drop off. World of Warcraft, on the other hand, I keep in the rotation because we have a community there. We have a guild. And so it's not just me playing a game for people who are watching. It's all the people in our community. And I have a long-term commitment with World of Warcraft and people who we play with on a reliable basis. So that's in there. Oh, you know what's something else that's not on my list? And I just remembered because we don't have a release date for it. I'm going to put it down on my list real quick. We'll talk about that here in a second. Anyway, that's September. October, Diablo 4 DLC, Starship Troopers, which I did not play when it came out, but it's coming to Xbox, so we'll probably play it at that point. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, we're going to be doing the campaign. I don't care about the multiplayer stuff. And then Dragon Age the Veilguard. Moving into November, since Dragon Age the Veilguard starts at the end of the month, probably the first half of November will be Dragon Age the Veilguard, and then on the 15th we roll into Assassin's Creed Shadows. I had to make a decision. Did I do Assassin's Creed Shadows or do I do Path of Exile 2? I'm choosing to push Path of Exile 2 until later because of reasons, and you'll understand those reasons here in a minute. So mid-November, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and then immediately following that, because that's November 15th, Stalker 2 starts on the 20th. I don't know that I can finish Assassin's Creed in 5 days, so more than likely once Stalker 2 kicks off, we'll be balancing those two games throughout the latter half of November. Then getting into December, we've got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on the 9th, and then I'm going to go do the Aliens Rogue Incursion on the 19th. That looks like a terrifying first-person game, which is going to make me pee myself on stream. Don't miss it. And then following that, as soon as I wrap that up, that's when we're going to roll into Path of Exile 2. Did I say Pillars of Eternity 2 earlier? I might have said that. I meant Path of Exile 2. Yeah, I probably screwed that up. It is what it is. The reason I'm pushing that till late December is because I don't have any major releases for January yet. So January would be a good month to do Path of Exile 2, Early Access, and if we're still doing No Man's Sky and other things, then we'll have a some stuff to do in January. January is the slowest month I'm looking at right now because I don't have any major releases that I'm aware of right now that I'm going to be playing in January. We'll see. February is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Avowed stacked on top of each other. So I don't know quite how that's going to work yet. More than likely, we're going to start with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because it launches on the 11th. Avowed is on the 18th. So there's a 7-day gap. So I should get a week of streaming with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That's not enough time to beat the game, but it'll get us pretty deep into it. Then we'll switch over and do Avowed, and we might do like a morning stream and an evening stream if my eyes can handle it. We'll see. And then March, it looks like we've got this game called Atomfall. Now, the other thing that's not on here that I just jotted on the notes because we don't have a release date yet is Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening is scheduled for early 2025, but there's no actual launch date yet. We just have a launch window. Early 2024 could be anything from January to June, so we just don't know yet. But our guild, the World of Warcraft community, is planning on having a chapter in Dune Awakening, which is why it's one of those big releases that's on our radar. So pay attention to all those. So again, Star Wars Outlaws, Space Marine 2, Shattered Space DLC, Diablo 4 DLC, Starship Troopers, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 main campaign, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Stalker 2, Indiana Jones: The Great Circle, Aliens: Rogue Incursion, Path of Exile 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Avowed, Atomfall, Dune Awakening. That's the quick rundown of the next 6 months, fall, winter of 2024 and early 2025 for us here on YouTube and over on Twitch as we continue to grow all of our channels. And again, in between, World of Warcraft Wednesdays, Saturdays, and right now, for the foreseeable future, Monday nights, Lord of the Rings Online at 6 p.m. Central, and No Man's Sky, bright and early, 5 a.m. Central on Sundays. And again, those two streams in particular, if you want to see those continue beyond just through the month of September, make sure you tune in for those because there are certain streams that I do where it's very much dependent on the audience continuing to participate because if there's not enough viewership, I move on and do other things because I do make a living at this, so it's my day job, so I have to be conscious of like where is the best traffic coming from. The numbers have been very good on those for those games, and hopefully they continue to be good for the foreseeable future because I have a lot of things that I would love to keep doing in No Man's Sky because I've never played that before and I have a lot of great fun to do it. Lord of the Rings Online I've played a ton of, but we have people who are having fun in the new Angmar server. And I wouldn't mind continuing to have fun with people if they're having fun watching the streams and everything else. So that's what you need to know. The second thing you need to know, and this is very important, we are hitting our goal in a day or two. At the beginning of January, January 2024, at the beginning of the year, we set a couple of goals for our growth. One was 35,000 followers on YouTube. We're going to hit that in a day or two. We're like several months ahead of schedule on that, which is awesome. Secondary goal is 5,000 followers on Twitch. The growth on Twitch has been much slower. It has ramped up over the last like 3 weeks because of No Man's Sky and some other stuff. Like I got Kingmaker slot like 2 or 3 times with No Man's Sky, which is awesome, which is why I would love to keep doing No Man's Sky because I'm getting very good traffic with that. But I am a variety streamer who doesn't just go one game and only one game. So I have, as you can see, I have a lot of different games that we want to play. But I would urge you that if you are interested in the continued growth of everything that we have going on here, if you've come to know who I am and you've come to know my wife Chris and our 9 cats and all the chickens in the homestead that we've got going on and you want to be a part of our continued growth, then make sure you follow along at both places and share it out with everybody you know because we do have active goals. I am working towards being able to bring someone on to work as my video editor and continue to grow everything. We've had some great conversations in that regards, but we're just waiting for the growth to happen where we can afford it. So if you want to be a part of that, don't just follow along at YouTube, also follow along at Twitch, share it out to everyone, and if you can, when I'm live, double team. Watch it both places because it does help with the algorithm. And to those of you who are helping with memberships in both places, subscriptions, memberships, etc., thank you so much. It does help keep the bills paid and etc. We do have an office expansion coming up this fall and winter. I'm going to be doing a video of that for the channel members today, so stay tuned for that because we're going to be showing off the room that I'm going to be moving the office to and what I have planned for that. So if you're a channel member here on YouTube, you'll see that soon. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Stay safe. Happy gaming. Stay healthy.